It wasn't a long visit,
You guys doing all right?
meeting,
The President of the United States.
or even press conference. But as Barack Obama and David Cameron sat down, the main topic of conversation, what to do about Syria. Both said they had the same goal.
A democratic Syria without Bashar Assad.
Perhaps a purposeful slight, mispronouncing the Syrian leader's name again. Still, the U.S. president says he isn't prepared to publicly back giving weapons to those opposing Bashar al-Assad, preferring a political solution. Even with talk of a new international conference, he painted that as hard to achieve.
I'm not promising that it's going to be successful. Frankly, sometimes once sort of the furies have been unleashed in a situation like we're seeing in Syria, it's very hard to put things back together.
Mr. Cameron promised to double non-lethal aid to some Syrian opposition groups over the next year, publicly making the argument for deeper involvement.
Look, if we don't help the Syrian opposition, who we do recognise as being legitimate, who've signed up to a statement about a future for Syria that is democratic, that respects the rights of minorities, if we don't work with that part of the opposition, then we shouldn't be surprised if the extremist elements grow.
Analysts like Aram Nerguzian say the president may be unwilling to use the U.S. military because from a White House perspective, there aren't any good options.
You could provide weapons to the rebels. That doesn't address any of the proliferation threats, and it might even exacerbate the jihadi or Islamist question. You could do strikes on chemical weapons. That doesn't end the civil war. You can create buffer zones, but those are far removed usually from centers of regime control.
Mr. Obama has said the use of chemical weapons would force him to act. As of now, he says they still don't have all the facts about the possible use of sarin gas, but they are working together to figure it out, giving no indication of how long that will take or what steps they could take as a result. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.